Eudaimonia welcomes you. This is Humaira, and in today's video we are going to understand the importance of reading product labels. These are not like those notes that doctors write for pharmacists. These are things that are written for us, the consumers, so that we understand what we are using and how it has an impact on us. So let us begin with today's episode. Reading food labels help us make informed food choices. Packaged food items that are there in boxes, bags, tin cans, bottles, etc. all have storage and nutrition information mentioned in them, and you must definitely give it a read. When we look at a food product, we must make sure that we are checking some of the important information that we might miss out normally. First, we will start with the front side of the box, which consists of the name of the brand, the product it sells, the photo which is suitable to it, and a catchy tagline. Some brands also mention a barcode that you can always scan to get some extra information about the product. Another important thing that we must look for in a product is the date of manufacture and the date of expiry. This tells you the shelf life of the product and make sure that you consume the product within that time period. If you consume the product after its shelf life is over, it will obviously have an adverse effect on you and it will in turn become unhealthy. With this, we move to the back side of the box, which is the side where you will find the ingredients list. Now, reading the ingredients is very important. What can one do if there is an allergy or a food intolerance or something that is there in the product that I might not like? Do I experiment on myself? Do I become a lab rat? No. I should read the ingredient list so that I understand which ingredient is present and what can harm me. So ingredients in the ingredient list are mentioned in its descending order in its weight. So the ingredient which is highest in amount comes first and the one which is used the least comes at the end. You might wonder that brands can write whatever stories they want, they can claim whatever they feel like, but that's actually not true. The food standards play a very important role over here. Food standards like FAO, FSSAI, ISO are responsible in rectifying, trying and testing everything that the brand claims, and only then it comes to the consumers. The FDA requires all food products to mention the nutrition label as well. What is nutrition label? You must have seen this table that comes below the ingredient list, right? This ingredient list has all the ingredients that is mentioned, but now if you want to know what amount of protein, what amount of carbs or fiber or whatever is present, how am I going to find out? Am I going to sit and calculate for each ingredient? No. The FDA makes it very easy for us by giving us a breakup of how much of macros, how much of micros is there in one serving size. So if I am having a bowl of cereal, how much of calories will it have tentatively? How much of trans fat, saturated fat, sugar, fiber, etc. is present in that one bowl will help me understand that how much is the dietary recommendation also and whether I am eating within the required amount. This will help us make healthier food choices. We will be able to avoid food items that are on a higher level and are unhealthy for us based on our blood parameters. So I hope now when you are going to buy groceries, you're not just blindly picking something up, you're actually reading the ingredients, you're actually reading whatever the product claims and then buy it. Now the dilemma arises when it comes to self-care product is that my friend is using the same product as me, but she is getting good results and I am not. So does that mean that she is paying some extra money or is the brand more biased towards her? No, none of that. It's because you're not self-aware. You don't know the kind of skin you have, you don't know the kind of hair you have and what it demands. When you are able to understand your skin type, you will obviously be buying something which is suitable to your skin. For example, if your skin type is oily, you must look for ingredients in your product that are oil-free, that are non-comedogenic. Non-comedogenic means the ingredients that do not clog your pores, because when your pores get clogged, it traps dirt, it traps oil and in turn it causes acne breakouts and makes your skin oily, and we do not want that, right? So when you are actually aware of what are the ingredients, you will be able to understand that this product is good for me and this product is not. You should also know what should not be there in the product. Like a lot of times products are having chemicals like paraben, sulfate, phthalate, PEG, EDTA, etc. and these have harmful effects on you. These in turn damage your skin rather than making it better. So a lot of hair products, a lot of skin products have these chemicals, and you must read the ingredient list so that you avoid them. Also the addition of alcohol, addition of dye, artificial fragrance, all should be avoided. It's better that we look for a product which is plant based and that is naturally occurring. So I hope with this you will be able to make a smarter and better choice when you're going to buy a food item or any self-care product. You will be able to invest your money in the right direction, get better results soon, and also on a long term in a healthier manner. That's all for today. I will see you all next Sunday, and next Sunday is going to be kids special. So I hope that you sit with your kids or your younger siblings so that they also learn from the fun activity that we are going to have in the next episode. Do like, share and subscribe to Eudaimonia. Leave your comments below. Love, invest, find yourself and enjoy. See you next time.